All right, Coach, just talk a little bit about today's game, in-season tournament again. How important is it for you guys to get out to a strong start in this game?
Well, I think regardless, you play a team twice, and I think they're going to make the necessary adjustments. So it's more about what we do. Again, the end of the game slowed down a bit for us. We got to make sure we're pushing the pace, continue to defend at the level that we know we're able to, and just give ourselves a chance from the start of the game.
Are there any changes that you're seeing within this team? How's Jalen doing?
Jalen's doing good. I think he's going to be more of a game time decision tonight to see how he's feeling. But for the most part, guys are doing the work that they need to do to get themselves back on the court.
Jalen Suggs is a game time decision. You said Jalen?
Yes, Jalen.
So Markel's already ruled out. How is he doing? Is he able to do work, or is he still considered day-to-day? How is he doing?
Yeah, Markel's doing the necessary work. Again, the patella tendonitis is something that we just continue to monitor. But he's still able to do things on the floor, working with our training staff, doing a great job of just trying to get himself back in position to be all the way on the floor again.
Just continuing to put Anthony Black in that starting lineup, how has he grown from game to game, I guess?
I think just taking what the game gives him, reading. He does a great job of cutting off the ball, adding extra possessions with the offensive rebound, and then, defensively making sure that he's sitting down and guarding guys, applying that heat. We talk about those guys being the front line of the defense. They got to make sure that they're there, applying pressure early.
These baseball-like series or playoff-like series where you're playing two teams in 3 days, how does that help you or team as a younger squad that hasn't had that experience as much?
Well, it's great because then they're able to see the adjustments that we need to make, the things that the teams, what they hurt us with. We were able to walk through a couple of defensive situations that got us, the end-of-game situations that we found ourselves in. It's great that these guys can feel it real time, and then you go back and watch it on film, and then you walk through a shoot-around in the aspects of the things that you need to adjust to.
Why is Jalen a game time decision? I know he's taking a lot of hard hits, but specifically.
Yeah, part of it is that, we want to continue to monitor how he feels. He took a lot of bumps and bruises in these past couple games, so we just want to make sure that he's right as we walk into the game.
The team just won 6 games through the first 11 games of the season. Last year, you guys only won 2 through the first 11 games. What are some of the key differences that have led to your guys' early season success compared to last season?
The number one thing more than anything is health. We have healthy bodies on the floor. The second part of that is the continuity and the chemistry that we've created throughout the summer, bringing everybody back, and then adding a veteran in Joe Ingles, and then our young guys in Anthony Black and Jet Howard. But for the most part, it is health, and then the continuity that these guys have created over time.
And the team's also third defensively right now in the league. Younger teams usually struggle with defense. It's usually something that takes a bit longer to develop. What has been, how have you guys kind of defied the odds so far being that good on defense to start the season?
Well, that continuity helps, with a group that understands the game plan going into it. And as we walked into the back end of last year, and guys know the game plan and how we want to defend, what we want to take away, what we're willing to give up. As they understand that more, they take ownership of how we want to defend. And you have a bunch of guys that want to sit down and guard.
And your two league scorers, Paolo and Franz, they've been off to really strong starts this season. Where have you kind of seen the greatest growth in their game since you've been with them since they've entered the league?
It's been their voices, them being able to take accountability and ownership of leading the team, telling guys what they want in certain situations throughout the game, sitting down. That's the biggest thing for me, other than their voices, is their ability to sit down and guard. Over the summer, they did a great job with their teams, USA and then the German national team. I think they did a very good job of having defend at a high level, and they're bringing that to the table with us.
The red court, what is your impression?
It's bright. It's very bright.
The court, just how red it is, or is it different? Just experiencing this.
It's definitely different. You don't really see a lot of red basketball courts, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool twist. So, yeah, that's where we are.
How important is it for you guys to get this win against Chicago tonight in the in-season tournament?
It's very important. We let one slip against Brooklyn. So we're trying to get back in the race, get back in the hunt. So tonight's definitely a big game for that.
For you guys to be able to play Chicago, kind of already knowing what you're expecting, how does it feel for you to be able to come out and play them again, and just how important is it to clean up the mistakes that you guys made in the first game?
I think it's good to play a team back-to-back. We kind of know what they're going to do, kind of some of their game plan, and probably the same thing with them for us. So, it's good. You know we need to do better, take care of the ball and some of the stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely good being able to have like a set game plan based off of what we just did a couple of days ago.
You've been able to start so many games now, and to have this, opportunity and this experience, how well has it been for you to gather all this, and how have you grown within this experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, obviously. Still young, but I'm playing with some good teammates who know the game, make it easier for me. So right now I'm just trying to be a sponge and do whatever just, to help contribute to wins.
I asked you about your shooting a couple games ago, maybe last week, and you mentioned that you'd grown more comfortable taking open shots. How has your confidence grown more and more as you continue to start and play more?
I mean, I think it grows every game, just seeing that my teammates are willing to pass me the ball and trusting me to shoot the ball, and same thing with my coaches. So having trust from them just instills also just some more self-trust in myself.
How has your shooting coach, Jeremiah Boswell, helped you with that?
I mean, we really changed a lot in my shot, working a lot on the base. So that's the main focus right now, and he's also instilling confidence in me. But a lot of that also comes just from being in the gym and seeing the ball go through the net. Yeah.
Yeah. How important is it for this team to come back and get another win?
Super important. We took a loss the first time, took a bad loss, so the points is going to matter. So hopefully we can get a substantial win and just bounce back. We want to be in the competition in our group, so we're just going to take some wins.
We heard you in the huddle just now talk about hey, there's $500,000 on the line, guys. How important is it for the guys to get that mindset in that, all right, we still are in this competition and in this tournament? Yeah,
no, I think it's definitely not over. I think just reminding everybody that we're playing for something. We beat these guys, 2 nights ago, so they're going to be ready, tonight. Obviously, with the tournament, it'll be probably a little more intense. The crowd might be a little more into it, so just reminding everybody that we're playing for something and that we got to be locked in.
Thoughts on the court and just how red it is?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Feels kind of, I thought it was going to just feel really weird, look really weird, but really feels the same. So hopefully it's in good condition when we play on it and we get a win.
So it doesn't impact how you see the court, your court vision at all?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was gonna. That's why I was testing out here at Shootaround, but it feels pretty normal. So we'll see how it feels during the game.
Playing the Bulls twice in 3 days, just Mose talked about the adjustments that can be made. How does this experience benefit you guys as a young team?
Benefits us a lot. It gives you sort of an idea of what the playoffs may be like, playing a team twice in a row. Playoffs obviously is 7 games, so it gives you an idea of just game-to-game adjustments. What they might do differently, what we were going to do differently, and yeah, it's always fun. Getting to just kind of see the same team twice, especially in their building. So it'll be fun.
Paolo, you guys have started 3rd in the league in defense to start the season. What's kind of factored into you guys being so strong on that end of the floor?
I think it's just because, it's been the emphasis since start training camp. That was kind of the first thing brought up was, we wanted to be a top 5 defense in the league. And we've been on pace so far. So, keep doing what we're doing on that end. The offense is going to continue to, come along and pick up. But I think we're all happy with how we've been playing on the defense.
And your shooting efficiency has really increased from your rookie season. What's kind of attributed to that? Was it just kind of getting the reps your rookie season and you're just starting to make those shots now? Or is it different shots that you're getting? Or?
Yeah, I think, my rookie year was just a lot of trial by error. I was just kind of, some games I felt like I was freestyling a little bit, taking, some tougher shots than I had to. So just throughout the offseason, you watch film, you work on your game, and then, just having that year under your belt, you kind of know where your spots are, know where you should be at on the floor, where a lot of your shots are going to come from. So I think, there's been a little bit of that for me this year. Obviously, I think I could be even more efficient. So just trying to keep on working on that, but I'm happy with just how I've started, and I feel like I'm letting the game come to me.
And did that experience with Team USA kind of help you with that and kind of find your shot? Anything like that?
I would say it helped me more on defense playing on USA than offense. I think my offensive role was just pretty limited, but I think also it helped me just with being able to see the game through a different lens, and then really working on my defense and being consistent on that end, which honestly I think helps my offense. So it's all came together for me, and I'm just trying to keep it going.
Thanks, Paul.